Mi nombre es Margarita.
Hi, Margarita.
Hi.
What was one pivotal moment you faced and why?
La primera pregunta es, ¿cuál ha sido un momento en tu vida que la ha cambiado? ¿Que ha cambiado tu vida y por qué?
¿Qué ha cambiado mi vida? Tuve mis hijos. Ahí fue el cambio más grande.
Having my children, that was the biggest change in my life.
Why was it a big change?
¿Y por qué fue un cambio muy grande?
Porque estaba acostumbrada a estar sola.
She was used to being by herself, and then all of a sudden, she had to take care of other little people.
Okay.
Sí, y más que estaba sola aquí.
And she was a single mom here in the U.S., a foreign country to her.
What motivated you to keep going through that big change?
¿Qué te motivaba a ti para seguir con ese cambio, para no echarte para atrás, para perseverar? ¿Qué te motivaba?
Mi hija.
Her daughter.
What was your daughter, your motivating factor, the motivator?
¿Cómo era tu hija el factor de motivación para ti?
Pues verla pequeñita que me necesitaba.
Just seeing how small she was and how much she needed me.
What was the biggest obstacle you faced?
¿Cuál ha sido el obstáculo más grande al que te has enfrentado?
Tengo muchos.
She has a lot, so it's taking her a minute to think about it.
Okay, you need to take your time. Take your time, no rush.
Sí, como digo, más que yo no tenía familia aquí. Bueno, no tengo.
She has no relatives here in the States, so she really didn't have a support system.
Okay. So it really was just you, like single mom, single everything.
Entonces realmente nada más eras tú sola, soltera, y cargabas con todo tú sola.
Sí, con mis dos hijos, los primeros.
Yes.
Yeah. So you're strong. You're very strong. You're very strong. You're very strong. Gracias, Margarita Velázquez.
Sí.
What are your hopes for the future?
Su última pregunta es, ¿cuál es tu esperanza para el futuro?
Mi esperanza. Quiero aprender inglés.
She wants to learn English.
Sí. Lo entiendo, pero no.
She understands
no puedo
it,
hablarlo.
but she wants to be able to be fluent.
We should team up. I want to learn Spanish.
Okay.
Dice que deberían de hacer un
Sí.
equipo porque ella quiere hablar español. Sí.
Yeah, you teach me
Okay.
Spanish, I'll teach you English. Perfect.
Perfect.
My name is Yolanda McLean. A retired person. I worked for the Cancer Center MD Anderson for 25 years. And I moved from my country to the USA. The biggest pivotal moment in my life was traveling back and forth. Did that for a few years before I settled. I've been places. When I lived in New York, I walked the streets of Harlem. That's my first place that I stopped.
Okay. Did you live there?
Yes.
How long did you live there?
On and on, I'll say about 3-4 years. Panama, New York.
That's where you're from, Panama?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was always interested in the medical field, but when I came, my intention was to work that type of work to help people. And what I did at MD Anderson was I was a liaison for the international patient at Spanish language. bringing my kids here, having my grandkids excel, do things that was exceptional, you know, what you don't expect, but
They have an opportunity to, because they were born here, they didn't have to travel here.
exactly.
Like, yeah, and they just,
Yeah.
they have the opportunity right in front of them. They ain't have to look for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Totally.
Okay.
When I, hold on one second, I'll let her go by. When I was diagnosed with MS and I had to come home and face my 4 boys, and I found myself chuckling because I'd always told them that no matter what happens in life, you face it and you move on. And so I realized that if I didn't handle this with grace, dignity, and moving on, I would wonder what else they thought I'd lied about. That was a very pivotal moment because no matter what was happening to me, and it was devastating, I had 4 people watching every move I made. It was a pivotal moment because I realized that they were watching, and this would be a wonderful opportunity to prove that my words were just not words, but there was action behind them.
I'd like to say I was diagnosed with MS in 2017, and I couldn't take it as a pivotal moment at the time.
There is a gift no matter what
Yes.
happens in your life. The challenge is you finding it. I would never, ever trade everything I've learned.
And that's where I'm at now.
I got to see the very best people had to offer. I would be coming out and waiting to go into a building, and everybody's like got a face on and they're trying to rush around, and they would stop. They would open a door for me, and then they would smile. I've always done a lot of volunteering and giving. And in the situation after MS, it's the same coin. It's just the other side. I think that the most inspirational experience that I've had is my husband's a doctor, and he treats patients all day long. And at a time in the beginning when I was first diagnosed, I felt so guilty that instead of being able to come home and get a break from being around sickness, he was coming home to yet another problem. And he said to me, Kathy, he said, you have made me a better doctor than I could have ever hoped to be, because I realized through my patience, I got a lot of empathy, because I watched how hard this was for you. And yet you kept on going. And yet you kept on going. And yet you kept on